So we have the what should be the final version update for Feixiao. I will be going over Lingsha and 4-star character pretty soon, but I think Feixiao is the more obvious. Like, let's go over this character because this character is going to be strong. I'll make another video about what I think about this character overall in comparison to other high damage dealing units. But let's go over the skill first. So initially, it was you're going to be dealing, a ton of wind damage to an enemy. Now it's just a target enemy. Then immediately launches one instant of your follow-up attack against the target one time. So just a little bit of wordage that's changed here. It's a little more straightforward instead of just like convolutedness in terms of like an enemy, and you're gonna do your talent's follow-up attack against the target one time. It's just a little bit of wording. So right here isn't really necessarily a change. I think we got to scroll further down here to the ultimate. The Bolt Sunder Blitz, you're gonna be dealing wind damage to the chosen target instead of a single target, meaning, given the fact how, it's just instead of a random target, you choose the specific target. And then the target is, when the target is weakness broken, essentially, the damage multiplier is going to be increased by 30%. Right here, we also see here, it's just a little more wording. So to get the full understanding, we got to jump over here to the Cat wiki. Love this site. And then we get a little more transparent and go over the actual, whole entire kit itself one more time, given the fact that this is going to be the final iteration, because they actually, I'm curious when the banner itself is going to be hypothetically released. We can see here the July 25th. I don't think that is, oh, that was last updated. Okay. So the actual, hypothetical, quote unquote release date until we get the official confirmation. We have to wait for the live stream for 2.5 initially. And then, according to Game 8, they think it's going to be released on Phase 1. Feixiao makes a lot of sense. Hype character. You want to make some money. The 9th of September. So we are looking at, we got 1, 2, about 2 in a couple days for this character to be released. So jumping back over here, the skill is same thing, ton of damage equal to percentage amount of Feixiao's attack as wind damage because she's a wind hunt character. Then immediately launches one instant of the talent's follow-up attack against the target. Jump over here down to the talent is you can activate the ultimate when flying Orises reaches 6 points, accumulating up to 12 times. You're going to gain 1 point of flying Orises for every 2 attacks by ally targets. Now you might be wondering, oh, this isn't that great or whatever. However, given the fact how Feixiao is actually good on follow-up attack teams, this really honestly isn't that big of a worry. And then the ultimate's attack do not count towards this number. That's fine, whatever. So, follow-up attack teams is going to be where Feixiao is going to be really shining. After Feixiao's teammates attack an enemy target, Feixiao immediately launches the follow-up attack against the primary target, dealing wind damage equal to her attack. If there's no primary target available, Feixiao attacks the enemy randomly instead. So an example of this would be Aventurine follow-up attack, snaps his fingers, coins fall down. There is no immediate target. So out of those 3 or 2 targets, Feixiao is just going to attack one randomly, and that is going to be an instance of 2 attacks. So you are going to be getting 1 stack of your flying Orises. Once you get all your stacks of your flying Orises, you are going to be dealing a boatload of damage. So they did lower this number down. By how much? I'm actually curious. That's still 700 there. Still 700. I remember. Okay, so it must have been version 2 where they lowered the ultimate damage, but it's still a lot. I mean, 700% of the attack is still ridiculous. And then during this time, can ignore weakness type to reduce the target's toughness. When the target is not Weakness broken. Feixiao's weakness break efficiency increases by 100%. During the attack, Feixiao's first launches her little blitz or war axe skyward on the target for a total of 6 times. At the end, deals wind damage equal to 160% of her attack to the attacked target. So you are either going to be doing this, the Bolt Sunder Blitz, so it's just going to be a continuous attacks of this, but instead of the 100, it's going to be 100%. And then the War Axe, again, instead of the 200, it's going to be 700. Now we go over to, oh no, right here. So for the Blitz, if the target is weakness broken, I apologize, I'm getting over a cold. The damage multiplier increases by 30%. And the Skyward War Axe, again, if the target is not weakness broken, the damage multiplier increases by 30%. Regardless, if the target is weakness, or if not, the damage multiplier is going to be increased by 30% for both. So that is actually really, really nice. And then jump down here to her traces. So for the Heaven Path, you're going to start with 3 points of Flying Orises. That's pretty good. And at the start of the turn, if no follow-up attacks was launched via talent in the previous turn, then this counts as 1 toward the number of attacks required for Flying Orises. That's pretty good. I do like that. And we can see here is that when using the ultimate, damage to the enemy target is considered as follow-up attack. Follow-up attacks crit damage increases by 36%. So when using ultimate to deal damage to the enemy, it is considered as a follow-up attack. So this is good because whenever you do ultimate, it is going to count as 1 instant as a follow-up attack. Very nice. And then the skill is increasing your attack for 3 turns. So you have an inherent attack buff to Feixiao. She's going to be stupid strong. I do think it is a little bit of a nerf in terms of this part right here, because you can't really just smack her on any given team, really. You have to make sure you focus on follow-up attack teams. So I do think that is very limiting.